Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wasteland 3. Now I know what some of you are saying already. Hey SB, it's not Monday. What happened you said you'd be back on Monday, where were you? Here's the thing. Temporality and my brain, not so good. I forgot that Monday was Labor Day. Monday's a holiday here in the US, and I totally spaced on the fact that that was the case. And that's definitely why there was no episode yesterday, and no other reason. So, we have a couple of things still on our plate here. If we jump over to the mission log, we still have to resolve that situation in the, where is it? Where is it? Here, this. We still have to resolve this particular situation, and then, of course, we gotta go back and talk to Farron Brygo, and there's, what is this even? Talk to Gideon Reyes. Asked us to meet him at a church in Broadmoor Heights. You know what? I do think I remember that. My brain is... Sometimes I remember things. Occasionally. Alright, I would like to resolve this thing first. Let's go back to the apartment building. I think we now have, with the combination of the skill points we spent and the toaster fixing badge that we picked up, we now have the skill necessary to fix the toaster that's in that apartment. Oh, he was just saying like, hey, what's up? It's not. That was not him asking us to stop. And I'm very curious. I'm very curious how that whole plot is going to resolve. Boy, hopefully that dog wasn't barking at anything important. Colorado Springs escaped nuclear annihilation thanks to missile defense systems put in place to defend the nearby military installation at Cheyenne Mountain. Okay, but like, what about all of the nuclear that sort of blows in on the... you know what? I don't know how nuclear winter works. I assume that it's real bad everywhere, not just where the bombs actually drop on account of fallout and everything. But maybe there was a way that they all dealt with that, or maybe, you know what? Maybe they didn't. Maybe every place is just so irradiated that at this point, we don't bother talking about it. You know, the same way fish don't talk about water. I wonder if there's a fast travel, if there's a faster way for us to get from our base over to the apartment building, because this is going to be like a bunch of running around, and then is there a... Yeah, there's another zone transition here and everything. Huh, apparently I cannot issue the order to use a zone transition that I cannot currently see. That does not actually get parsed the way I would like it to. We probably have a fair amount of money now. It is likely that we could buy some more stuff from Taiwan Jones. Trick out our weaponry a little bit better. But honestly, I don't know if we need to, and it might be better for us to just save money to buy whatever the next tier of weapons up is whenever we encounter those out in the wild. Because for the moment, we seem to be handling combat quite well. Although, there's good odds that some of that is just because we have outnumbered the enemies in most of our encounters, or at least been close to equal. At some point, I imagine, we're going to encounter a force that's a little bit scarier. Alright, so, was it... There was a toaster. Ah, here's the toaster. It was this room. Yeah, we totally have toaster repair 4 with the toaster badge. Yeah, just get your hands in there. We discovered an Argon Lance. Sorry, there was a heavy machine gun in the toaster? Okay. 15 to 21 damage plus 30% times 9 against robots and stuff makes that a pretty valuable weapon. Some of the time. Alright. Let's just see if we can knock. No, I know you're out, but just like walk over there. Dude, you're killing me.
Why don't you tell me my name?
Okay, no, it does not allow me to, like, knock or anything. It is solely a lockpick interaction. Well, Jim's at 4 lockpick now, I think, so that's not a big deal. We'll level up one more time. It's fine. And I don't think we missed anything else around here. Can we... Nope, that requires 5. We did not get there. And there's just lots of cats and stuff. Okay, well... We came back and we tried and we got ourselves the heavy energy machine gun for our troubles, which, you know, at the very least, it's probably going to sell okay. I don't know that. I don't know if people actually value these. I mean, the real question here is, how was that even inside the toaster? And why was Skelly the only one who could figure out that... You have to imagine, like, this big-ass gun laying on the table, and then, like, just the very tip of the barrel is wedged in the toaster, and only Skelly could figure out how to resolve that particular problem. Her characterization has definitely morphed since character creation. At first, I thought of her as sort of like a bloodthirsty, not necessarily like a total berserker barbarian stereotype, because obviously pretty good with the gun, but like a very aggressive, very shouty, very blood on the face kind of combat maniac. And she is slowly morphing into sort of that, but also some kind of savant with only certain kinds of machines. It's like, I don't know, man. Toasters and ferret launchers, they just make sense to me. She's sort of becoming a berserk Charlie Kelly. Which I know that in some ways that sounds redundant, but you know what, this is a slightly different, a combat berserk Charlie Kelly. Loading screen here straight up warning us, they got machine guns in here. Just think real carefully about what you're going to do before you do it. We also have lots of guns. I'm not that concerned. If we end up having to kill Farron Brago's whole gang, and then,
Oh, there, Red Hats. What's the rush, huh? Why don't you tell your old pal Charlie what you found out from McTavish?
Yeah, So he did say he acted alone. Then we found that note that does not say, but does strongly imply the opposite. I'm gonna tell Charlie knows that he can just see himself out of this conversation.
Oh, right, yeah. Fair enough. He should be the guy you talk to anyway. If you got good news for him, I'm sure he'll be open to a deal. So, what'd you do to that poor bastard McTavish?
He was way too cool with that way too quickly. I'm concerned that there is a plan. There's a doings a transpire in here. Do I want to say he's in Ranger custody? This is like... Yeah, it's giving away information. What I would really like to do is lie and say he's in Marshall's custody. So if Nose wants to go find him, he wastes some time looking around. But yeah, we'll just say this.
Better there than in the stocks, I guess. I'm gonna head to the machine shop and clear up any mess you left, alright? Nothing but a favor between friends.
Okay, so he's gonna dispose of any evidence we didn't already
upstairs
find.
And talk to Mr. Brago. See you later, Red Hats.
Well, bad news for him is that I know where the Highlight Interactables button is, so we found all the evidence.
Oh, I caught you red-handed.
I love
We're
dancing
just
in this
friends.
place.
You
What is
stowed
going
away
on here?
a Arapaho convoy?
I
Oh my god.
don't know, man. Everybody's high and drunk. I can't be ours to try to figure this all out. Alright, so what's our plan here? Are we threatening him, or... I guess let's just start the conversation and see what exposes itself. Hopefully not him. Oh.
Rangers. I get the feeling this isn't a social call.
Why do we get the fancy version of this now, but not
You
before?
had a little talk with McTavish, and I want you to know I'm as appalled as you are that he let the Dorseys into the city. He served me well, but, well, he's always been an idiot. Now, what do you want to talk to me about?
So I think maybe... Do we want to let him know that we know that he helped? Or do we want to try to feel him out a little bit and then just go tell Daisy? Let's start with, how do you know what McTavish told us?
In my profession, you can't be too trusting with new friends. I had you follow. It won't happen again.
Okay, so he doesn't necessarily know that we know that he was involved. He's not necessarily playing with us. Oh, I don't actually have the option of playing it off. We either have to tell him or arrest him. Well, shit. This isn't very slick. Jim, what are you doing, man? I'm hoping that the issue here is that we like don't have enough intelligence or something for all the dialogue options, and that so we just can't see the other versions of resolving this, because otherwise this is a very limited way of interacting with this situation. Do I think he's just gonna attack us if I say the top thing? Here's the thing, I don't necessarily... I'm gonna try talking this through with him. I know this hasn't worked for us in the past, but Jim's not a quick learner. Yeah, we found a note from you to McTavish ordering him not to help the Dorseys. That means you knew his plan. I wonder what Daisy'd do with that info.
Is that a threat? Are you suggesting some kind of deal? I'm not admitting I know anything about Delgado, but what did you have in mind?
This guy talks very softly. So, if we do this thing, if we do the trade for Delgado, and we like just try to make a friendly arrangement here, is he going to think of us as friends in the future, or is he going to think of us as a loose end that needs to be tied up because we know things? I guess the question is whether I'm afraid of that or not, and the answer is no. We got Brass. What could he possibly have that scares us? Alright, you hand over Delgado, and we'll tell Daisy it was all just a misunderstanding, and we'll also tell her McTavish acted on his own.
I like that. Keeps Daisy out of my business and takes care of a problem I didn't want in the first place. Alright, you got a deal. You can take Delgado. I'll tell my crew to let you in the back. And I tell you what, because you've been so reasonable, I'll do you one more favor. A little bird told me you need to staff the armory at your HQ. Well, I just so happen to know a few guys who know about guns. Consider it staffed. What do you say?
I don't know if I trust that, man. Yeah, this has got me a little worried. That said, I would love it if it was the case that not everybody who worked for us also owed loyalty to the Marshals. I'm just a little worried that we're gonna get robbed. Why did you grab Delgado in the first place? I mean, we can probably ask. Asking this is not going to scuttle the deal. I'm curious. Hey, why did you grab Delgado in the first place? It would have made more sense to Stonewall and just send him on his way.
You're right, but I'm not the one who grabbed him. Charlie did, the idiot. After that, what was I going to do? Tell him no hard feelings and let him walk? Daisy would have been busting down my doors within the hour. So, I just kept him on ice, hoping a solution would come along, and voila, it did. At least I hope it did. Depends on if you're going to accept my offer or not. So
Farron Brago is painting himself as a man who doesn't plan things very well. Could be true, could just be, it could all be game, who knows. I'm doing it though, I'm taking the deal. Alright, you give us Delgado and you send your crew to the HQ and we have a deal.
fantastic. Delgado's in the back. My crew will let you through. Go get him, and you'll have a fully staffed armory by the time you get back to your headquarters. Pleasure doing business with you, Rangers. Feels like old times.
I wonder if there actually are going to be, like, consequences to who we allow to staff our various things. This portrait is from 30 years ago, but Mr. Brago looks exactly the same. Well, I don't know. Not exactly. Very curious indeed. So Charlie's going to be a problem, though, right?
Surprised to see you here, Rangers. What a surprise.
Is it?
It's especially surprising because I figured you'd be coming out of Brago's suite with him in chains, or a bullet hole in his head. But no, what's a damsel like me to think?
I appreciate that our chicken is pecking as intimidatingly as possible at him. The marshals around him chuckle.
We've looked the other way long enough. First, Brago helps out the Dorseys. Then, he locks up a marshal. You're lawkeepers, right? Like us? It's time to uphold the law. If you're not willing to do that much...
Marshal Lupinski, I stand by these people. So if you plan to shoot them, you'll have to shoot me, too. I think you know how that'll go over with the families.
Doesn't need to come to that, Miss Wesson. If your friends here make the right choice. So, how about it, Rangers? You wouldn't want to get the little lady hurt, would you?
Yeah. Hey, no, this is resolved. We got it under control, my dude. We already found the traitor. It was McTavish, not Brygo. Obviously.
Maybe. Or maybe Brygo sweet-talked his way out of trouble. We've all seen that happen before. Last chance, Rangers.
It doesn't have to go down like this, fellas.
Shut the fuck up, Quan. It's going down like this whether or not you like it. One way or another, there's gonna be blood. So whose side are you on? You really want to piss off the sheriff? For the sake of that rat, Brygo?
I sort of do. I think if we're being forced to pick sides here, I think Brygo is a more interesting character than the sheriff, and that's pretty much my guiding star here. I mean, listen, these dudes attacked us for no reason, in the middle of us fulfilling our duties for the marshals, and we got a whole casino full of people who will swear to that. Yeah, I'm gonna just do it. Let's just do it.
You know, I was hoping you'd say that.
And I was hoping we'd open fire without actually letting you resolve that. But you know,
This quick.
beggars can't be choosers, it turns out. Okay, the good news is Brass was doing the smart thing and waiting at the base of the stairs. And she is probably gonna mess some people up pretty badly here. Yo, what if... Hear me out. What if I fired a rocket launcher in the middle of the casino? That's an exciting prospect, right? It doesn't actually really do that much damage. It does considerably less damage to any individual target than just shooting them with the gun would. So would I rather just shoot someone with the gun? What's my hit chance on this guy? Only 55. So we probably will not be able to kill him then. I'm gonna hit him with the rocket launcher. Perhaps I'm being too cavalier with the rockets, but what am I gonna not use the rocket launcher? Actually, how do I... Yeah, I was gonna say, we can tilt this a little bit and pick up a lot of these marshals. Oh wow, we really got a piece of that dude. Did I crit or something? I hit him for like 193. And then Brass, you should probably step back. Yeah, there you go. Slightly more covered position. Alright, so... This is 3 AP, then firing is 3 AP. I don't know if we'll be able to step back behind the cover with just 1 AP left. Let's figure out if we're gonna do a rally with Jim. Rally will probably hit everybody. Does it restore 2 AP? No, it just gives 2 AP. I think I'm gonna do this now. Okay. That will give Lucia for sure the AP necessary to step out here, take a shot, and then get back inside. And she could probably drop you. What do you have left? 24? I'd rather kill this guy. He has a gun. So we'll take the slightly more aggressive position here. What are her abilities? She has the super fast shot. She has this thing. Minus 50% hit chance, but it refunds almost all of the AP and also gives you strike meter. I think we're just going to take a normal 95% shot here. Alright, excellent work. And then we can make it back to cover. And I think I don't want to take up this position because I want to leave that to somebody who has, like, a rifle and could maybe actually fire from here. So I think I'm going to fall all the way back to there. And we'll just bank the remaining AP. Rally seems pretty good. I think it's probably Quan's turn now. So Quan... Oh, wow. Quan has a shot from further up the stairs than I would expect. Oh, right. This whole fixture here is glass, right? So he can he could potentially pull that guy from pretty far away. Let's move to right here and just, like, hammer Marshal Lupinski, I think. And what do you have? You have Hack Robot, applies damaged armor, so it's just slightly more expensive. I don't think it's going to be necessary, though. I think we just do this thing. My dude still has a lot of health left. And then center mass is 4 AP, that makes sense. We might just... Maybe I should crouch? Maybe I should have crouched before firing, frankly. What's it take to throw a grenade? Oh wait, this is a smoke, though. Conceals anyone standing within it, significantly increasing their evasion. I could just smoke the stairs. We only have one of these, though. I might, I don't know. Hold on. We're not going to do anything else with him yet. Let's have Skelly approach. So Skelly's gun isn't actually any better, but Skelly does have her precision strike. Okay, I'm actually going to move Quan aside because he's standing in the spot that I want Skelly to be in. And I'm giving a non-zero amount of thought to ferret launching. We should probably just do this, right? Yeah, this is only going to do 46 to 68 damage. It's certainly not going to be a kill. I think we just put one in this guy's head and pray for the 50% chance of massive bonus damage. She did not get it. Truly, a sad time for all of us. So Jim's got 3 AP. Ringer is not going to be able to get into much of a fighting position. This is 5 AP, which will leave me... Yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, our enemies have a lot of penetration, unfortunately. Yeah, and we're not really in much of a position to do... Yeah. Alright, so I think he probably just runs up. He continues the softening. Just continue to soften these dudes up. Oh, this is a shame. Do not break the computer. Alright, if I move to here, I think I got him. Although, I'm probably not going to do much actual damage. Okay, that was better than it looked like it was going to be. And then I just barely cannot make it back to cover. That said, Ringer has 13 armor. So, maybe he's fine. And then Jim just needs to come down the stairs as much as he can, pretty much. Alright, I think I'm going to have Quan... Maybe we have Quan and Skelly crouch? Yeah, you don't even have the AP for that. You're just gonna bank, I guess? Because we could, like, take 5% evasion, but... We're probably gonna get hit either way. Skelly could crouch. She can't move without spending AP, but she could take up a position over here. You know what? This didn't end up getting claimed. She can stand there. Okay, they're going after Brygo's people right away. Which is, I think, perhaps not that smart, given that I have a rocket launcher. Oh, he's demoralizing us. Which is, I don't know what it does, but it's probably bad. Okay, that guy's gonna get drunk. Makes sense to me. The rockets start flying in your workplace. That's the moment to drink. I kind of hope they don't get him, because I want it. Wow, that's incredible. Did you miss with every one of those bullets, really? Okay, these guys are not... They are not cut out for combat. Oh, Discobot! I love you, Discobot. Alright, Cat's doing a terrible job. And unfortunately, it looks like the chicken didn't even get to swing. Ooh. Okay, Demoralized is a serious, that's a pretty serious debuff. Ringer is down to only the 6 armor that most enemies have if they are considered heavily armored. So there's no friendly fire, right? I could just run over here and do this, and it won't be a problem, I think. Alternatively, I could punch that guy a bunch. Oh no, it looks like friendlies do take damage from... Okay, so not a good idea then to go for a cone on these two. You know what, let me start with other people. Okay, Rally has a pretty long cooldown. Jim's got a 61% from there? Really? I'm impressed with how good that is. So I can't get anybody else from any position. I could run over to here and probably just punch Marshal Lipinski. That might be the move. Oh, apparently I can hit him from here and still take advantage of the cover. Yeah, let's do that. So I think I can drop him without killing any of our friendlies. So I got comboed there. Is my number of combo points depicted anywhere, or... I guess for right now it doesn't really matter because we don't have any abilities that interact with the combo system, but it would be nice. It would be nice to know. Alright, let me just aim this very carefully. I mean, do we want to fire, or do I want to... I could set up an ambush. I don't see a lot of value in doing that. Ambushing instead of just shooting now. Alright, Brass, you are switching over to the machine gun. And wow, really poor hit chances. 7 AP to move this distance. Brass might never get to shoot a gun again. I mean, this'll help, right? We can center mass. I think Brass just has to move forward. So let's not do that yet, because we probably want to move other people through that space. Oh, Skelly just barely Skelly is one tile short of getting to cover and then firing in every possible permutation. What about Quan? Quan's got 66 against that guy, 91 against the guy behind the bar. And Quan has 6 armor, he's pretty tough. Interesting, so we're seeing all of our hit chances 13% lower than were predicted. I wonder why that is. Oh, he moved out of Jim's influence range for one thing. Let's move other people to the place we're going to move him to, and then move Jim forward so that he is spreading the love. Huh? Why am I not getting an actual hit percentage over this guy? I'm getting a line to him. That's weird. We're getting percentages to the other guys. Alright, I think I'm going to have her just take up this position. And then we're going to have Jim move up behind them. And provide that sweet, sweet leadership bonus. It's weird, this is lit up, but I can't actually click on it for some reason. Maybe it wasn't like 100% full. Well, it certainly should be now. Do I even want to try with this guy? Yeah, he's going to kill the Enforcer if I don't. I'm really worried about hitting Discobot, though. I'm going to work on this one. Alright, Skelly. Skelly doesn't have much of a shot against anyone, honestly. I was hoping Jim's presence was going to help a little bit more than it has. We would have to hit with 4 rounds here, which we do not expect to happen. going to try for it, though. Let's see if we can just hit above expected value a little bit. Ooh, actually got lower than expected value. Alright, I think we just prepare you. Probably you as well. Brass just runs out into the open, intentionally trying to soak up fire with 13 armor. And then Lucia, again, just barely cannot make it to most cover. I get over here, but I can't shoot at any of the people I actually want to shoot at. Well, it's probably still the smart move, though. So is there... It doesn't seem to list the cooldowns on things. So it's not clear to me whether this has a cooldown or not. I'm just going to take a normal shot. Yeah, sorry, dude. Don't you dare! Alright, he's going to pay for that. God, I hope we can recruit Discobot. Yo. Okay, that dude's pretty tough. Oh, close. Discobot's a great distraction. He's doing incredible work over there. Oh, come on, chicken. Do it. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah! Cyborg Chicken is unstoppable. Major Tomcat, on the other hand, comes pre-stopped. He was stopped before he even showed up. Alright, I think the time has come for a punching. Okay, Ringer got to really open some people up there. Alright, let's take our spoils. A medic pack, some stuff, 31 bucks. Ooh. Battle rifle, which seems like a pretty good assault rifle, and also some ammo. Dice and cards, which is just a bunch of junk. A med dart. Microdarts deliver pharmaceutical doses to rejuvenate allies. I'm assuming that this can be used at range. Interesting. Whole bunch of money, whole bunch of money. Okay, that went alright. And we managed to save Discobot. Hold on. Brass has got to go check if Discobot's okay. We don't want our friend here suffering PTSD. This Discobot, a modified Octotron equipped with speakers and lights, pumps out rockin' tunes. He sure does.
Does that request party humans?
No requests right now.
Enjoy party time.
I always do. Okay, well, feels like maybe we should go talk to Brygo about this, yeah? Hey, buddy. Are you aware of the thing that just occurred?
Damn Marshal shot up my club. My dream.
Yeah, I know.
Get Delgado out of here, Rangers. This is between Daisy and me now.
Boy, that was a hell of a thing to just suddenly happen, huh? I bet we're gonna hear about it. I bet we're going to receive some words from Daisy. I'm cool to go in, right?
I'm looking for someone to deploy down south.
Okay. She's always on duty. Hey everybody, how's it going back here? What is all this noise? Big Red.
I'll put out that loin fire for you.
Why is everyone in this club constantly trying to have sex with me? Can't you see I'm on duty? Well, okay, let's, this way, maybe? I'm not 100% sure where I am and am not allowed to go, which makes me a little nervous. Okay, apparently I lockpicked that. Where even is Jim? Jim's back, he's got long arms. He's got deceptively long fingers. I mean, I'm assuming we're allowed to just loot stuff back here, since I was allowed to come back here. The Gangster's Guide to Diction. This set is labeled only with a drawing of a man wearing a mafia outfit. The text says, cool guy. And we got some beet loaf. It's not meat, but when you're on a budget, it kinda, almost sorta gets there. Wow, 100% con and 1 AP for... Jeez. That's pretty good food, man. Bacon, which is not very good for you. And toast, which is ridiculously good for you.
Hey, what's the matter? You want to join the outfit, but you ain't got the lingo? Well, congrats, jabroni, because you come to the right tape. The Gangster's Guide to Diction got everything you need to know. It don't matter if you're a bag man or a button man, we'll have you talking like a made man in no time. So grab a cannoli and pull up a chair, and let's get you mobbed up.
Okay, well, maybe I kind of hope that it actually comes up that we now speak their language. 3 balls for a quarter, free play at 99,999 points, no wagering. I was kind of hoping that this would be laid out in such a way that we could see what kind of machine it is. Okay, it just says pinball. I want to see, is it licensed, you know? What properties, what was that? Okay, I'm pretty sure I heard more gunfire out there.
Hey, hands off the merchandise.
Okay, sometimes there are things I'm not allowed to steal. Weird. What a wild concept. Alright, I guess we're going through here. Oh, well, this doesn't look promising. Also, the game is always making noises, and I'm never sure what the noises are supposed to be. Can I close the door behind me? No. Well, then I will loot all of his stuff while the door is open. Okay, just a machine turret in here. Fast release lever transforms this unit into a full bullet spraying menace in a single second, and it requires few enough points of mechanics that we can actually use it. Also, sneaky shit by 1. Why is pliers the image on that? Still walking around on those big old feet? Making a big to-do wherever you go? Maybe you should try walking with less. Learn about walking with just your toes and hear the difference. Yeah, okay, I guess that would make you sneakier. It's a crummy gun. Okay. +3 armor for chest armor. That seems pretty good. At the point in the game we are at now, 3 armor is like a big deal. An uncomfortable chair. It does look uncomfortable. That must have been some haircut. Alright, can we words with him? Nope. Alright, somebody computer up this computer and let's get him out of here. What? Requires level 4 nerd stuff. Maybe I'm supposed to just like talk to somebody back here? Hey, I was told that I was allowed to take Delgado home. Can somebody help me out with that?
Smell that? They've been making chicken masala.
Very not on mission. Did he tell me to talk to I'm gonna go talk to the bartender. Hey, bartender. I can't just talk to you from back here.
That shootout with the marshals was nuts. You know the crazy part? All that shooting, and it didn't break a single bottle.
Okay, that is crazy.
Don't
Goodbye.
be strangers.
Shoot, who was I supposed to talk to? I wasn't paying attention when he was mission log. Help. Nope, that's not it. Free Delgado. Okay, I can in fact access the back rooms. I'm all about that. I'm all in these back rooms. Hey you? Help?
Mr. Brygo likes you, so we like you too.
Okay, cool. I am glad that has spread through the organization so quickly. Can I please get a little... None of these guys are going to be able to help me. We keep hearing that noise. So yeah, we're just going to have to get level 4 nerd stuff. Oh, hey, apparently Brass leveled up. Well, we should probably deal with that. We could push to Mechanics 5. You know what? I'm going to, I think. And then also, let's grab a point of... We're still 2 points off of a coordination threshold, 2 points off of a penetration threshold as well. Brass's speed being super low is kind of it's sort of a character thing, right? It's sort of a personality thing, but also, it really is a huge bummer. And I'm wondering if maybe we should just start fixing it. Nah, we're gonna solve the problem by just getting to just getting some additional action points. You know, what fun is a character that doesn't have a downside? Can I just operate the door independently? Oh, yes, I can, in fact. You could just walk right into these. Oh, not that one, though. Hold on. Jim. It's interesting that the doors don't say the level of lockpicking required on them. Was that one 10? No, that one's 5. Where's Jim at on XP? He's not that far off of another level, and another level does get him the skill points necessary for lockpicking. We also just have a skill point that we didn't even use, that we're just holding on to with him. Maybe we should pick up something. I don't know. Maybe we should just save it. When's the next Kiss-Ass related perk? Oh, maybe there are no perks related to Kiss-Ass, in fact. So let's see. Alarms and traps have a 50% chance to malfunction when you set them off. That seems pretty cool. I don't know that we're gonna push sneaky shit with him terribly hard, though. Yeah, I think we're just saving that point. Okay, so we'll be able to come back here and get some stuff done eventually. Steal some more stuff from Baron Frigo. Farron Brigo. This clean-cut marshal looks like he's in his mid-30s. His honest, open face gives him the appearance of a man in the prime of life.
Hey, Delgado. Bet you thought Daisy forgot all about you.
Quan, I figured anyone coming for me would have to shoot their way in. How'd you get past Brigo's crew?
Well, we sort of did. You know, we found out McTavish was working with the Dorseys and we cut a deal with Brigo. I don't know if I want... He's going to just bring this information back to Daisy, right? Hey, listen, don't you worry about it. You're walking out of here a free man.
Don't think I'm ungrateful. I'm not. Just... I know this crowd. And I'm surprised as hell I'm not smelling gunpowder.
So did they hurt you at all?
No, they know better than to hurt a marshal. Though, after all this, I'm starting to think maybe I should have known better. And don't tell my wife I said that.
Well, what are you going to pay me to keep quiet?
Quan, always the kidder. You are kidding, right?
Don't worry, Delgado. Your secrets are safe with me.
It's a weirdly long interaction. So how did you get captured?
I've been keeping an eye on Brigo for a while. He's a survivor. Likes to play both sides to make sure he always wins. After the Dorsey raid, I started asking questions about the club. Well, I guess I got too close to the truth. They grabbed me, dragged me in here and locked the door. Took my weapon and everything. Good thing you came along.
Okay. I'm a little worried about letting his dudes, not just into our base, but specifically letting his dudes operate the armory. But I guess we'll see if that's going to come to a head later. You know, just head for the door when you're ready.
Right. Thanks again.
They didn't want to animate him actually leaving. Is there even anything interactable in this room? No, there totally isn't. There's certainly interactable stuff in this room, though. Alright, we will come back and clean this place out later. That's my plan, currently. For right now, I guess we resolved this. Let's just head back to... Just head on back to Daisy. There's a lot of weird noises occurring out here.
I love dancing in this place.
Alright. So, my suspicion is Daisy's going to have some feelings about what occurred here. Maybe some kind of complicated feelings. But maybe we're going to get back to her and find out that, like, these dudes were rogue agents acting on their own. You know, I've known there was a cabal of bad dudes inside of our arguably evil police department for a long time now, and it's just a matter of when they were going to turn on us. And then we'll be hailed as heroes. I mean, I will say this. We did not take any hit to our marshal's reputation when we killed all those guys, and we did gain martial reputation afterward for helping Delgado, so maybe we're just going to be cool. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know that the marshals have the manpower to take us down if it did come to that, so for their sake, we better all just be cool. Boy, people have a lot of ambient dialogue about people's wives and their various social lives. I kind of wish that there was a Fallout 1 or 2 style quick move map for sub maps within the city.
Come on, answer the question.
Nice to see the city back to life.
Alright, hey Sheriff Daisy, we got some weird news for you.
Tell me it ain't true, Rangers. You worked out some kind of shady deal with Brygo?
I worked out a very above-board deal with Brygo. So do we press on, hey, you got what you wanted, or do we be like, oh, well, yeah, Brygo's clean? She's not gonna buy this. I mean, she's not gonna buy the Brygo's clean. She might believe the thing we're saying here. Oh, or we could lay this on her, I suppose. I'm gonna try this one. My thinking here is mostly that even though she obviously doesn't trust Brygo and nothing we say is going to change that, we might be able to get her to just to figure this was the right move after all. Instead of saying, hey, you should have told us if you didn't want us to make the wrong move. You know, Brygo wasn't responsible for the Dorsey attack. McTavish was the real traitor.
Bullshit. McTavish took the fall for his boss. Ain't no way Brygo isn't balls deep in this mess, no matter what he says. And what about the part where you killed that fat-ass Lipinski? He knew you'd let Brygo off the hook, didn't he? Probably tried to stop you, so you shot him dead.
That is basically what happened, yeah. That's interesting. Maybe we just pull rank on her. I mean, the marshals are not going to like this, but also, I don't know if there's a way out of that. Well, listen, we couldn't stand by and just let him start killing people.
People? Brygo and his thugs count as people now?
Okay, well, she just solidified where she falls on the moral spectrum.
I thought I was pretty clear about how all this was supposed to go down. Real clear.
Easy now, Daisy. The Patriarch's invested a lot in these folks. You don't want to...
Shut your hole, Quan. Don't make me ask you where you were when they shot Lipinski. Might have been an idiot, but he was still a marshal. We're done here. I'll find some other way to take down your pal Brygo, and it won't include you. You know where to find the door.
I should have pulled rank. It wouldn't have made the situation any better, but I would have felt better about it. Okay, well, I mean, our armory is stocked now. And we've made some friends. Here's the thing. You could say Brygo and his dudes are obviously not upstanding citizens. They are not helping people out. That's not their primary concern. But honestly, I still think they're probably better people than the marshals. So, all right, what were we doing with you? What level are you now? Level 6. Okay, so you get another perk point at 6. That makes sense. He doesn't have an SMG. You know, Gopher Hunter just seems really good in general. Robots you hack will now be attacked by other enemies. That doesn't seem bad. Hacked robots emit an electric burst every turn. That also doesn't seem bad. So we could push pretty high on automatic weapons. We could get him up to Reckless. Which doesn't do anything for him, because we're definitely going to keep him with his fancy rifle. At least for the moment. I might just grab Gopher Hunter. It does seem pretty good. And I don't really like any of his other perk choices. Or we could just grab some of this basic stuff. You know, like 35 con, that's not nothing. I don't think we really benefit too much from deep pockets right now. I'm going to take Gopher Hunter. It's an unexciting perk, but it seems just generally good. And then the question is, do we want to keep pushing automatic weapons with him, or do we want to... I'm going to focus on nerd stuff, I think, with him for the moment. And stat point goes to... Yeah, it should probably be awareness, because this is a perception boost level. I shouldn't hit close. I didn't want to close that. Ringer has a level as well. Alright. Ringer is looking like he is very, very afraid of engaging in the same air with everybody else. Do we want to just keep pushing intelligence on him? Like, how much strength do we really need? It is providing 3% melee damage. It is boosting his con. He does end up having to be pretty close to people a lot, and while he does have a lot of armor, obviously a lot of HP would also be a good idea. Yeah, I might just like really dig into strength with him. Oh, this is an action point threshold. Yeah, we're taking the action point. For sure. And then Animal Whisperer gets us some kind of animal boost. Oh, improved buffs from animals, which is not awesome right now, I guess. So his current animal doesn't even give him a buff. I think I'm going to take it, though. And then we'll also grab, like... armor modding? So brawling actually gives you extra move speed. That's interesting. Let's take the point of brawling. Alright, where's Jim at now? Oh, he's 13 XP short. That's actually kind of a huge bummer. Alright, where was Broadmoor Heights? The church in Broadmoor Heights. I don't actually know where that is. How do I make that my marked thing? I just need a tiny bit more XP. Okay. We have a map. This map is way too specific. Machine Shop, Broadmoor Heights. Okay. It's that place we have traditionally not been able to go. You know, there is like a whole like world map and stuff. You don't spend the whole game in this one little city. But you would certainly never know it from the way this series is going.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate.
My uncle, Gideon Reyes, wants to speak to the Rangers.
Oh, of course, Miss Wesson. Open it up, fellas.
You know, she's been a real asset so far. The gate opens before you. Are they going to get mad at me?
No one's allowed in there.
They are. Why? What's in there?
Which word didn't you understand? Please, step away.
Well, that's quite rude. I wonder if there's a way to be sneaky enough to get away with that. Or if sneaky shit even factors in. They might just be watching it too closely for you to be able to break in there. Broadmoor Heights is home to the Church of the Final Deluge, Colorado's official religion. You know, there's a lot of deluging going on in this game. People got a lot of feelings about that word. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to put together the 13 XP we need for Jim in here, and then we can hopefully resolve that Irv thing, and then, honestly, it might end up being time to go outside. We're making an awful lot of enemies the longer we sit around in town.
Come in, Team November, Ranger HQ here. A squad of BAMFs rolled up to Ranger HQ, rough mercenary types. Their leader goes by Gary Wolf, claims to be an ex-Ranger. Says he has news for you about your old enemy. Seems like the cutthroat take-no-prisoner type. Over.
Yo, who actually says BAMFs? What are you, Nightcrawler? I'm not going to question him about it in character, though. I feel like that's just picking on him. Okay, old enemy?
No idea. Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, are they causing any problems here?
That's a negative. Some hurt feelings and broken pottery, maybe. But they appear to be friendlies.
What are they doing to my pottery? Okay, well, yeah, I guess we'll come back eventually.
We'll be here. Over and out.
Okay, weird. I feel like that's a situation he could have taken a message for us, but fine, we'll come back.
Too soon to be back.
Are any of these people actually significant?
Do you have permission to be here?
I kind of figured that was what they were going to be like. You know, it's the gated community. Boy, they sure do have an awful lot of cops just strolling around.
Wardrobe is creative.
Thank you. I'm a big fan of G.I. Joe.
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
Well, you know, as long as she's not misleading herself about it. I guess let's hear this priest out. I'm real curious about this religion.
Is your soul prepared for the deluge to come?
I honestly have no idea. This man looks like he might have been drawn by a mathematician. Precision-cut luxury and manicured good looks.
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house, for as long as you need.
I know, and I am grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers?
Yeah, your niece is a deputized ranger now.
She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you're here about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. But first,
we might not be a good fit.
You need to know the truth about this city. Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't. I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals spread too thin. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you.
Okay. Where are these refugees coming from?
The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the Eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs.
So wait, these are people who were originally from here? What happened to all the places they used to live? I can't imagine there's that much immigration here in this time and place, right? Okay, I don't even have the option of asking any of the kinds of questions that I want to ask about this. Are you expecting us to do this for the public good?
Not at all. You will be well rewarded, and not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with the mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything.
Oh man, and we'd get a monocle on top of it. Honestly, I'm gonna say we'll look into this. I don't have any interest in resolving this the way that he wants it resolved, but we might put our thumb on the scale here.
Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go away. Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service. Goodbye, and good luck.
Well, Lucia, you got some real winners in your family. Is there anybody else around? Ooh, nope, that's not interactable. Really? I'm not allowed to rob this church? Are you sure? Hold on, can I check out their holy book? Okay, I am allowed to just steal it. Can I read it? And so did their holy prophet Nicholas commemorate and consecrate the remembrance of the final deluge by leading the congregation in their ceremonial denial of old world consumer goods. Has not the final deluge, that great rain of cleansing fire, given our children a new beginning by washing away all the false trapping of the old world? He asked his flock. And yes, they answered as a single choir, holding aloft those relics that had become the false idols of so many, coffee pots and compact discs and gossip magazines. Nicholas cast them one by one into the cleansing fire of a microwave, which was called upon to replace the traditional ceremonial flames. The loyal supplicants of the final deluge exulted as they denied the obsolete artifacts that had so deeply contributed to the ruination of humankind before their prophets set each one ablaze. And then did Nicholas conclude the ceremony by promising the inevitable cleansing of the microwave as well, for it was a chief perpetrator of complacence and false idolatry before the gift of the all-consuming holy fire. And the followers of the final deluge did rejoice. I bet that microwave never did nothing to nobody. Well, I was real curious about their religion, and we have certainly learned a thing. Chicken, what are you doing in there? Are you supposed to be in there? Oh, that's not even my chicken. That's a different cyborg chicken. Well, I mean, can we open this? It looks very closed. It requires power. Can we see where this power cable comes from? No, it just runs into the wall. Oh, probably that is where. I'm sure nobody will mind me doing this. Greetings, chicken. Sleekly muscular, more raptor than foul, etc. It is displeased at my presence. I mean, we can't take him on. Fall in, soldier. I'm curious what will happen here. It does not hesitate. The chicken simply falls into sinuous lockstep, every inch the trained warrior. But that's not actually going to be the case, I assume. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not actually. Oh, no, actually, I guess it is coming with us. Huh. So maybe I didn't have to have Ringer dismiss his critter? Maybe this is just like an extra combat character. It's not really a pet. That's weird. Alright. Got that. We got a flamethrower. We got another alloy barrel. Okay. Nothing amazing here, but certainly worth the trouble it took to open the door. Alright, well, let's look around here and see if there's any other trouble we can get into. I would really love to do something that would earn us, say, 13 experience points.
I can't believe I'm stuck with this assignment.
I'd know this drone anywhere. It was my father's favorite. Must have been damaged when the Dorseys raided our house.
The drone is clearly malfunctioning, vibrating against the cobblestones as its speakers emit a faint, continuous squeal.
You're not supposed to touch that. It belonged to the Wessons. I've got orders to keep everyone away.
Okay, well, I have a Wesson right here. Lucia, you're a Wesson. Doesn't that make the drone your property?
That's right. I recognize that drone. It ran little errands for my father and alphabetized his books.
And are you going to stop Miss Wesson from accessing her property?
No, I mean, no, ma'am. Please don't mind me. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Alright, damn straight. As far as you can tell, the drone is stuck in some sort of loop. Its chassis is banged up, so the damage may have led to an internal fault. If the robot's operating system crashed, it might initiate a reboot sequence. Hey, that's good thinking there, Quan. Also, it might be possible to rewire the servitor bot without shutting it off first. That would allow you to force a system restart, in theory. Yeah, no, that's good. Let's just hot rewire it. I mean, the fact that this one requires a higher level of skill than that one does makes me think that this is probably the better option. Hey, Brass, get over here and help your brother out. You smell burning plastic, and after a moment, some internal fans kick in and the scent fades.
Hey, look at him go.
Oh, I'm gonna look at him go. Yeah, let's locate hidden treasure. Let's do that thing. Is there any chance you could locate it slightly more quickly?
They killed the Wessons, the Schulers, the Jacksons, Sophia Gutierrez too, and her kids. The Patriarch said the Dorseys were dead.
My family will be avenged.
So people have some feelings, apparently, about the Patriarch's handling of this particular situation. Well, he really is, I mean, he's trying. I assume that's the fastest his little treads will take him. Trying not to run in front of him and cause a problem here. Where are we going, pal? Maybe you could just tell me where the treasure's buried and I'll...
Objective complete. Current location. Located treasure.
Okay. Well, let's just see what this treasure is. It's a grenade and a rocket launcher. Okay. Listen, I'm pretty happy with this treasure, frankly. Ooh, cylinder choke. Okay, widens the spread of the shotgun. That seems awfully useful. Especially with friendly fire off. Okay, well that was productive. And I guess this map is a little bit larger than I was expecting it to be. Okay. There's a lot of looking around and talking to people to do here, but I think, sadly, we are out of time for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Boy, I gotta figure out what is going on with my end card, because it's supposed to be real smooth, and it's been very not that lately. Anyway, like I said, we're out of time for today. Come back next time, tomorrow, to see how many of these rich people we can rob. And we'll see you then.